This is Bella, and I decided that since she's going to be staying with us, that she should have her own playlist on YouTube. So this will be the first video on the Bella playlist. And before we go any further, I do have to make a correction. Nice shout out to one of my followers on YouTube who corrected me on something that I really should have known, and I'm shocked that I didn't remember. That we had said her name was Blackfire Bella Rosa, R-O-S-A. Rosa with one S means pink. Rosa with two S's means red. And she is a redhead, and she deserves to be called by the proper name. So, correction, her name is Blackfire Bella Rosa with two S's. She's still Bella. And I should really have known better, because she is not pink at all. She's a redhead. She's got spunk. And to sort of anti-paraphrase Ed Asner when he was playing Lou Grant on television so many years ago, I like spunk. I'll tell you a little story about spunk in the ring. For a show dog, a little bit of spunk in the ring is a good thing. Bella's great-great-great-grandmother was a girl named Samantha. Samantha was a very quiet, laid-back girl, but in the ring, she had spunk. One time we were showing her, and she was being absolutely awful. Didn't behave herself at all. And we were still looking for her to get her first major win so that she could become a champion, which she eventually did. And we were showing to a very highly respected judge from the UK. And when the judge walked up to us with the winning rosette, we were absolutely flabbergasted. And we went up to her after the show and thanked her so much for her consideration. And we apologized for Sammy's behavior in the ring, and her comment was, "Oh, that's all right. I love the naughty girls." And so being a naughty girl with spunk in the show ring can actually show a lot of the personality of the dog. Right, little girl? You got spunk? Yeah, you do. So before we go, let me just tell you a few of the things that I really like about this little girl. Things that I've actually liked about her since she was born. First of all, if you look at her coat, she has very, very nice pigment in her coat. She's a uniform, beautiful ruby color. And that's very important. There's no extraneous white markings to distract. Although, speaking of distracting, Apple, if you look at her head, which is a very important factor in this breed, she has what I consider to be a classic, really beautiful Cavalier head. Some of the things about it, first of all, her muzzle. There's plenty of cushioning in here under the eyes. If they don't have cushioning under the eyes, you get a much harsher look when you look into their face. But she's got plenty of cushioning so that it softens up her look. Her bite, which judges always look at, is very, very nice. It's a proper, what we call a scissor bite. And a scissor bite is where the top teeth come just on the outside of the bottom teeth, and that's the way hers are. The eyes are supposed to be dark, round, and expressive, and I believe hers are. Nose is nice jet black. The ears are supposed to be set near the top of the head, which eliminates a rounded, domey look to the head and gives it a flatter, more pleasing appearance. So I think there's so many things about her head that are really, really attractive that that's going to play very well for her. Some other things I liked about her, when you put your hands around her rib cage, she's got a good solid body. A good rib cage that's well developed is really essential. It allows enough room for the internal organs to function properly, and it's good for their health. And it gives them a good, solid center of gravity to work off of when they're moving. And one more thing that I noticed about her, when I put my hands on this portion, which is called the loin, that's behind the rib cage, there's a lot of muscle there, and that muscle is used to propel her from the rear when she's moving around the ring. And she's got well-developed muscle already. And if you notice, I can barely squeeze 3 fingers, more like 2 fingers, in between the end of the rib cage and where the pelvis is. And you don't want that to be too overly long. So just a couple of finger widths there is a nice length for the loin, so she doesn't appear to be too long. So she's got so many things going for her that I think it's going to be worth having her around. And of course, she is a sweet girl, aren't you? So, everybody, welcome Bella into the family.